Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Daryl and this is Future Proof. In this channel, I teach you guys how to invest in cryptocurrencies, how to save your buying power, and most importantly, how to be profitable. Guys, I have a really important video for you guys today. Well, all my videos are really important since I've been right on point about everything and we're going to talk about it. If you appreciate it, I take my time to make these videos. Please click the like button, subscribe to the channel so you can be notified of when I post a video, because my videos are time sensitive, and as you can see, things have been playing out exactly as I've been discussing. So we're going to take a look at the market right now, but before that, I do also want to go up to my YouTube real quick and show you guys how, like, these last videos that I've literally posted about wealth manipulation have not been getting as many views as some of my more bullish videos. And this shows you that people really want to hear what they want to hear and not what they don't want to hear. And honestly, I could care less, because I value my honesty and sharing things how I see they are. And that's why I'm not in the business of just letting you know what you want to hear and so on. I basically share what I see in the charts, because that's all that matters. Because whatever the chart says is what tends to happen. So I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. And if you appreciate that I come on this channel and I'm honest with you guys, and I'm not just giving you guys pipe dreams of moon missions and stuff like that, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification so you know exactly when I post a video and so on. So right now, guys, look, the market is indecisive. Right now I see there is deciding to go bearish. There's a lot we need to talk about. There's really a lot we need to talk about. As you can see, all over the place, we have red. We have the crypto fear and greed index sitting at a 20, still very low. People are at extreme fear right now. And as you can see, if I bring this to the max, this is some of the lowest areas we've ever seen for crypto. Okay, so there's a lot of reason why people are super fearful right now, and there's a lot of reason why other people are still optimistic and super bullish. But I'm going to be sharing like what I see. I'm not your financial advisor or anything, and I'm also not a psychic. I don't have a crystal ball in my house where I know exactly where the price is going. This is just my accuracy is just based on experience and psychology and understanding what people are thinking of doing. And I've learned from my mistakes, guys. I've learned from my mistakes, so I don't make them anymore. So let's bring you guys back to this real quick. So we have Bitcoin, the Bitcoin chart, and what I've been telling you guys in the past videos is that we were having a bull trap, and that's exactly how it played out. So this is on the daily, but I'm gonna go on like the hourly real quick so you can see. I've been telling you guys since we had that first dump that we basically were in stable coins, being my Patreons, and we've been waiting. We had another dump, and every time it seems like we're gonna go up, we get dumped back down. And these are certain areas that I had on the last video too, that hey, Bitcoin's gonna go back to 33. Here we were. We literally bounced from 33. And I want to show you guys how accurate certain things were. Even on Ethereum, guys, I had this box here. Please go watch my other videos. I had this box here. I'm like, this is where Ethereum is going to face its resistance. Look, the first time we touched it, we literally touched it, got rejected. All right. And then we kind of slightly went a little bit over it and then got rejected. And we weren't able to make a higher high. Why did I think this box would have been such a resistance? A common sense for me, because I had the 200 EMA hovering over it, and that's what I've been telling you guys in the past video, how this thing is going to serve as a major resistance, and it's still hovering over a lot of these coins. And right now, a lot of these coins are just showing like bearish pennants, okay, which is not really good. But in this video, guys, I have something really crucial, important to tell you guys. But before we get to that, also, all of the people getting super bullish about Matic, and I told you guys, do not rush in on Matic, do not FOMO in, because Matic is going to come back down to retest 150, okay, which is exactly what we did. Exactly what we did. So with this said, I want to tell you guys that yes, these have been always accurate, but that doesn't mean everything I'm going to say is going to be 100% accurate. But I am basically not trading on my emotions right now, and I'm just watching this market, and I'd rather be patient than to be jumping in and out of trades, because the market is extremely uncertain, guys. It's extremely uncertain. And in this video, guys, I'm going to have to show you guys something crazy, because a lot of you are going to disagree with me. But I could care less, because I just have to share what I see and how I see them. And it was just a matter of time to see how it really plays out, because this is just my opinion. Okay. And I'm still mostly in stable coins, and I'm waiting for a better opportunity. I've been buying certain dips on certain coins, like that I think are some long-term holds, like Aave. Aave is definitely a major long-term hold. I literally had a buy order set for me and my pitcher, and I told him $300. Boom, tested it. Boom, we're up. Now I do think that we're gonna come back down, maybe to 219. That's just my opinion. But Aave is such a great project, and as you can see in 1 hour, this thing is back over this 200 EMA. Hopefully that serves as a support, because but hey, either way, I don't care. If it comes back down, I'd be more than happy to buy this, because I'm on stable coins. I have the buying power right now to scoop up a lot of these dips. All right. But in this video, I'm not really going to talk to you about altcoins. I'm going to talk to you about something that not really anyone's talking about, because most of the things that I'm telling you guys, no one's telling you how I'm telling you, because I'm telling you guys the truth, and I'm telling you guys what I really see in these markets. And a lot of people, you guys are new to the space, and you want things to go a certain way, and you're forgetting one of the most important things to not forget, is that this market doesn't care about you. It doesn't. It doesn't care about you. It doesn't care about me. It only cares about itself and the people who are running this market. They're doing what's best for themselves. So they don't care if you get wrecked. And I could say this too. Most YouTubers don't care about you. They don't care if you get wrecked. That's why they're more likely to tell you, oh, we're going bullish. We're going bullish, when we're not. We're not. And one of the major things to understand is you need to understand the situation you're in order to have control over it, And if you don't understand the situation you're in, how are you supposed to get control over it? And how are you supposed to make the right decisions? If you're listening to people that are literally only caring about their views because they know that if they say that you're going to be bullish, people are more likely to give them a like instead of a dislike, and so on, that's what they're going to do. Honestly, for me, I could care less. My YouTube channel is tiny. I've only started a couple months ago. I started because I decided, hey, I want to help some little people out there get ahead on this market. And like, if I go back, like, guys, some of the coins that I were giving you guys were doing 20, 30, 50x. Yeah, now we're in a short-term bear market. None of that matters anymore. And the thing is, all the money that you made, this is the time that you're challenged to see how much you're going to keep. Because that's what happened in the 2017-2018 bull run. A lot of people made a lot of money. A lot of people became millionaires. A lot of people made so much money, but how many of them kept it? Because they let their emotions, their greed get ahead of them. And they let all that literally affect their decision making. And they lost it all. Imagine making millions of dollars and losing it all because you couldn't just look at things logically, because you're too into your own optimism. Yeah, that's something very important. Well, all right, enough with this chit chat. I do want to share something extremely important with you guys, because this is probably going to be one of the most important charts that I'm going to tell you, and honestly, nothing else matters apart from this at the moment. And it's a concept that I really want you guys to understand. First of all, Bitcoin is forming a bearish pennant. Okay, we have it here, and this is just so you guys know. So this is not the chart of Bitcoin on COINBASE or whatever. I have that chart somewhere else. This is on the CME futures. Okay, and we're gonna be talking about CME gaps, because this is very important, because it took me a long time just going over and finding this out. Okay, so if you don't know, what is a CME futures gap, It's when, because the CME doesn't trade during the weekends, and obviously crypto's 24/7. So when the price goes higher and the CME is not open, you get a gap. And I'm going to show you guys this gap. So we have this gap right here. Okay, I'm going to take this out. So if you see this right here, this is just an empty space. All right, this is an empty space between 23,700 and 26,500. What you're witnessing here, this is called a CME gap. Okay, you also get gaps right here. You see this gap right here, and you also get this gap right here, and you also had this gap right here. I can show you guys gaps on the CME all day. Okay, I can show you guys gap on the CME all day, and you might be asking, future proof, what does this mean? What this means is, unfortunately, 90 or 99% of gaps tends to get filled. What that means is, when you get these gaps, the price tends to go back to that level and fill it. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about here. So I can go way past in Bitcoin, where I could kind of get some gaps to show you guys. All right. So over here, you had a gap. It got filled. So this is a positive when they get filled to the upside. So it's nice when we get a gap on the upside, because we know the price is going to go up. But what's really tricky is when we get gaps when the price was going down. Okay, what it does, it tends to bring the market back to fill these gaps on the futures. So here's an example, right? When Bitcoin was at 9,650 and we went to 9,900 up here, there was a gap on the CME, right? And then price is going up, Everybody's like, oh, this gap's not getting filled. This gap's not getting filled. Guess what? This gap got filled way later. And I could literally put, I'm literally going to put a box here so you can see how this gap got filled. It didn't fully get filled, but it got filled a little bit. We went back and retested in the gap. Okay, this is something to understand. And at that moment, we saw Bitcoin literally go down from that top to this area, which was like a 22% dip. All right. Very important to understand, because I'm literally trying to make you guys understand a concept and why I think the price of Bitcoin might go very much lower. And I'm just trying to save you guys money in order to literally, timing is everything in this market. And if you don't have good timing, you're going to lose money. And don't you wish like you're getting in Bitcoin at a good price? So that's what I'm going to show you guys, because there's a high possibility we're going to get this gap filled. So we had this gap right here. Okay. And the price going up. Guess what? This gap got filled right here. Okay. Again, this is another scenario. The gap came back. We filled it twice, if anything. Again, look at this right here, between 11,200 and 11,350, right? Oh, we're never going to fill this gap. Guess what? Yep. And we have this gap getting filled right here. When I mean this gap got filled, it means the price came back and retested this area so that there's some data here. Okay, so this is very important. And as you can see, no matter how the uptrend is, we tend to come back and fill these gaps. And why am I showing you guys this? And why am I keep going about gaps? And this is very important because I need to show you guys this. Now, if I go, you see, look at here, we had another gap while the price is going up. And what happened is that gap got filled again. And let me just pull it up here, right here. We got filled. Okay, we had this gap here. We got filled. We came back and we tested it. Again, we formed another gap on top of that. All right, and you already guess what's going to happen, right? So we had this gap right here as well between 24,000 and 26,700. And what I'm going to show you guys is going to be very, very scary. And some of you are not going to believe it, but I want to tell you guys that the possibility that we come back and fill this gap is actually very possible. I'm probably gonna get a lot of dislike on this video, and because people are like, there's no way, there's no way. Like, you don't know what there's no way about. Like, it's crypto, everything's possible, you know. So, all right, this gap right here, all right, this gap right here is literally would be right here. So you must be like, future, you really think Bitcoin's going to 25,000? Let me show you guys something. So right now we're forming this bearish pennant, and one thing you could do is you can basically put it from the top of this pennant like this to get a calculated area where this is coming down if we break to the downside. Boom, boom. It's as simple as that. If Bitcoin breaks to the downside, so let me just go on this other Bitcoin chart so you guys can really see it. If Bitcoin breaks to the downside, we're actually going to go down and potentially, because what was happening, right? So if we had broken to the upside, so I want to show you guys both bearish and bullish scenarios. So if we had broken to the upside, right, we could have seen BTC pump to that red area that I already had there, which would have already been a bull trap, because we were been rejected by this 200 EMA, and this area also would have been like a major resistance area. Okay, and if we literally took that same thing right here, and let me move that. If we really took that same thing right here and I put it under it, right? Just go to the daily. It still brings us to this area. That actually brings us to 22,000, which I don't want to scare you guys, but I think that 24,000 and 25,000 is a good area. This is highly possible, guys. And if you also look at this, it shows that basically there is this little box right there could be our next level of support to get a bounce. Okay, I'm not saying this to bring fear to the market. No one loves Bitcoin like I do. No one loves crypto like I do. I love crypto. I love Ethereum. I love what it's meant to be. My whole reason behind starting this channel and trying to help people is to because crypto had given me a chance at financial freedom, and I want to help you guys also reach that level, and which is why I've always been honest and telling you guys what I see in the charts, and this is what I see in the charts. Okay, so take this with a grain of salt. It might not happen, but most likely, guys, in this pennant that we're in right now, okay, and this triangle that we're in right now, if it breaks to the downside, this is the area that you should be looking at. Okay, if we reach this area, I'm going to be buying a lot of coins. I literally am getting ready, and I have my stable coins on the side where I'm going to be scooping these prices. Okay, so this is my view on this. And as a little bonus for some of you guys that have been watching the channel and you're like wondering, hey, so Daryl, like, what's some good picks to get on this dips? For sure, you want to accumulate some Aave. Aave, I've been a very big fan of Aave. I've been buying Aave under $20, and Aave went up to $700. And I think that a great level, we saw Aave dump and touch this line, because that line was the previous all-time high in January. So I can see Aave come back and retesting. So everywhere you see these wicks, understand that there's a potential we come back and retest these wicks. On the 4-hour, you can see that Aave is trying to withstand itself here and broke up, but we have this 200 EMA moving on the 4-hour. It's going to probably like smack it back down, and I'm looking to accumulate some Aave at $219. Another coin I'm looking to accumulate is 1inch. If this whole talks about regulations and reporting $10,000 with transfer to the IRS happens, I believe that decentralized exchanges are going to shine and are going to be extremely valuable. Therefore, they're going to go really high in prices regardless. And I like investing in projects that I know have strong fundamentals. 1 inch is one of the best DeFi projects in my opinion, like Aave and SNX. So I think that I've started mentioning 1 inch back here. So this is the area I would want to accumulate more. Because when I did, I accumulated some 1 inch, but I feel like I never had enough. Okay, so this is a coin that I definitely want to accumulate around $2.09. Obviously, guys, ADA has been holding extremely strong, but for how long? See, I've showed you guys how when a parabolic move gets broken down, it doesn't just bounce back up, but ADA is showing some really bullish patterns. So I could wish only the best for ADA because I'm still holding some ADA. But the likelihood that Bitcoin has that dump, like I'm saying, could actually push ADA back to $1.43, which I have some buy orders set here. And I have most of my buy orders set at $1.10, $1.19. Because look, we wicked there first time, we wicked there a second time, we got bought back real quick. If we get pushed down from here and we failed to make a higher high, we're going to come back to that $1 area, and that's when I'm going to be buying a lot of ADA, just because this area is a major support. It's been a support for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm hoping that it's going to serve as support again. Keep in mind, ADA had a lot of gains. Okay, so ADA is holding very strong. So this area to me is a very great area of support. What other coin, Daryl? What other coins? Another coin that I'm looking at a lot is DOT. ADA has a lot of news coming out, but don't forget the competition between Polkadot and Cardano. Okay, Cardano is a project that I've been telling you guys since $4, and even when we had this big dump, you see this in all my videos. Told you guys, if you're selling Polkadot at $7, you're an idiot. And look what Polkadot did after that. So anyone who's selling Polkadot right here, to me, is an idiot. Regardless if the price goes lower, this is a coin that you want to accumulate over time, and you want to keep adding to your position, just because they have very strong fundamentals. The people behind Polkadot are big people. Okay, they helped build Ethereum. They saw the issues. This is big coin in the Web3 foundation. So what am I looking at for it? I'm looking at $16 Polkadot. So if Polkadot does drop to $16, because it's already showing weakness, we touched the top of this and we're getting rejected. So I did accumulate some in this green box already, but I have most of my buy orders sitting at $16 for Polkadot. Okay. What other coin? So Ethereum. Some of you might not like this because I love Ethereum. Don't get me wrong, I love Ethereum, but Ethereum is still highly correlated with Bitcoin. I was 100% right about this red area right here that I told you guys was going to serve as major resistance level, and it did. Okay, it did. So that served that major resistance level, and we literally came and got rejected, and we're trying to break out of this. There's a potential because, as you can see, Ethereum is breaking out against BTC, and on the 4-hour against BTC, it's hovering over the 200 EMA. But against US dollar, where the 200 EMA is hovering over Ethereum. So if the price of Ethereum does drop, I'm looking to accumulate some at 2100 and some more potentially down here at 1600. Ethereum could go as low as 1400 because that is where it had its previous all-time high. If you're looking at the charts right here at 1400. So I'm not trying to be too greedy. If I get it at 1600, I'm totally fine with that. Ethereum is a retirement coin. This is something that you just buy and you hold. There's so much coming out with Ethereum, guys. There's the Optimism upgrade. There's the EIP 1559 upgrade that's going to make Ethereum deflationary. This is just a no-brainer. All right. Another coin I'm buying is Injective Protocol. Like I said, I'm going to go all in on DeFi. DeFi is the only types of crypto that has actual use case that institutions and billionaires are interested in, because they want to get interest on their money. Your money is losing value sitting in a bank. If you have billions of dollars, inflation is taking over 2% of that. It's literally having like a hole under your bank, and it's just money just keep flowing out. So if you can put your money in DeFi and get some interest, that's valuable. And that's what I see with DeFi coins like Injective, which is some people don't know what Injective is still, and I'm going to tell you, Injective is a decentralized derivative DEX. Okay, it lets you trade derivatives, and it's also a decentralized exchange. And derivatives, most of the money in the world is in derivatives. So you could use your crypto to invest in derivatives of real world stocks like Apple or any of the FANG stocks. So bullish on that. Another coin is Luna. Luna, which I've been sharing with people since under $2, went all the way up to $22 and had one of the biggest dump I've ever seen. Well, not the biggest dump, but one of the biggest dump I've ever seen. And this is such a great project. So like, this was like a domino effect that dropped us way below here. So I'm definitely already accumulated some down here, and I'm waiting for us to come bounce back here. Potentially this is the bottom for Luna, potentially, not financial advice. So I'm looking forward to accumulate more Luna at that price at $5.39 area. So we're almost there. Honestly, you could accumulate some Luna here, but this dump probably gonna bring us lower. Do I think Luna could go down to $2? Maybe. Everything is possible in crypto. All right. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, and SNX. So SNX is another coin which is just like INJ. I have 3 different buy orders for this, because if this keeps falling, I'm going to be accumulating them in all areas. I'm going to be accumulating at $10 here. I'm going to be accumulating at $9 here, and I'm going to also be accumulating at $6-7 here. And SNX is a coin that I love. It's one of my favorite. My favorite DeFi is Aave, SNX, and 1inch. Okay, and injectives in there as well. And I also love RSR. RSR has some very secret partnerships. Well, not secret, it's known, but people don't know how they're planning on doing this yet. But the people also working on RSR are the people behind PayPal and Venmo, and you know how PayPal and Venmo have been entering crypto. And if PayPal or Venmo do decide that they want to build their own stablecoin instead of using the US dollar, it's going to get built on RSR, reserve rights. So I'm looking to accumulate more RSR around this 2 cents area, and if we go back down to this 1.7 cents, I'm be scooping this up with both hands. All right. And overall, yeah, the last coin that I do want to mention that I'm definitely going to be buying a lot of is Tether. Tether has a lot of good news coming out for it. They have an upgrade coming soon, and this is literally like the decentralized YouTube. So YouTube tries to censor content. You want a decentralized platform that doesn't censor content? There we go. All right. All right, guys, this is all that I have in this video to share with you guys. If you appreciate that I take my time to give you guys this honest opinion and updates, click the like button. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, I don't know what you're doing. You're literally listening to the wrong people. And I'm not saying I'm the right person, but I've been very accurate on every prediction that I've made. And I just want you guys to also be safe. I'm not that guy that's going to tell you we're good, green light, we're clear, go all in. No, this is not the channel for this. This is a channel that just look at things logically and not based on emotions, and just based on technicals and what the charts are saying and how the space is literally reacting. Most people react. We plan. We are prepared. Okay. And so if you appreciate that, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification so you know exactly when I post a video. All right. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's staying safe, and most importantly, future proof.